Hello my little sushi rolls. Today we're going to play a bit of Blue Reflection Second Light, which if you've been reading the site of late you'll know that we are very, very fond of at Rise Digital. Since this is such a story heavy game, and the gameplay I'm going to show you is from quite a way through the game, I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler free as possible. The way the sort of rhythm of the game goes is that there's a section where you do some side quests and some crafting and that sort of thing before that moves on to the next major story beat, as it were. So we're currently in one of those sections now. So we'll run for a bit, we'll do a bit of crafting, we'll do a bit of fighting, a bit of exploring and so on. Hopefully shouldn't be any story spoilers. If there are any, they will be mild. There's a few characters around who aren't present at the start of the game, for example. But yeah, this should be enough for you to get an idea of how the whole thing looks and feels and plays and that sort of thing, and hopefully why it's so special to all of us. Right, here we are. This is Elle, the main character. So, before we do anything, let's just see if she's got anything on her plate at the minute. So under requests, we've got two things to do. We've got this one quest here from the character Kirara, who wants us to go to a particular destination to survey the situation. And we've got another one from Reina here, who wants us to build an emergency power generator. So two quests to work on. That's plenty to be getting on with now. So let's pop into the workroom here and see if we can do anything about Reina's quest to begin with. So we go to school development here. We go to construct facility. And this one up here, the power outage backup plan. That's what Reina wants us to construct. And you'll see over on the right hand side, it needs a bent propeller, a versatile screw and an ether alloy. And we're lacking the versatile screw and the ether alloy. So let's just go to the other crafting table and check the raw materials. We can make an ether alloy, but versatile screw we need quaking sand at the moment. Now I've not actually come across that material, so that's probably going to be in the next dungeon that comes up. So we might not see that today, because the next dungeon coming up tends to coincide with a fairly major story beat. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go. We'll make the ether alloy for now though. When you craft something, you can choose which 4 characters are going to help with the crafting. Elle doesn't have to be involved, but she can be. And certain combinations of characters are regarded as units. So these particular combinations of 4 people, they have their own specialisms, as you can see. So Elle, Kokoro, Reina and Yuki here boost the repair and processing of the material item. And if you look down in the bottom right corner, in the effect column, you'll see that processing is something that applies to ether alloy. If someone has a processing boost ability, then they can unlock this showpiece characteristic to the item, which is necessary for creating certain other items or upgrading other ones and that sort of thing. So there is some depth to the crafting system. It's nowhere near as complex as something from one of the Atelier games, which are also by Gust, if you're not familiar. So if you find the Atelier games a bit complicated or anything like that, don't worry too much about this. It's dead easy. Most of the materials you'll find you'll just stumble across anyway, particularly for story critical items. Side quests you might need to go a little bit further afield for, or go back to previous dungeons to gather materials. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. So nothing too much to worry about there. Right, now it doesn't really matter too much who we have working on this. Has anyone got precision boost? Doesn't look that way, so it doesn't matter what unit we have really. So let's just do starting lineup here. This is the 4 characters that you start the game with. Then you choose your ingredients. So we need 1 bit of damp sand, 2 metals. So it can be any of these items. These are all in the metals category. And again, from mineral chunks, these items here are all in the mineral chunks category. So you can choose any one of those to fulfill that condition of the recipe. And then they make the thing. And there we go. Right, so we can't do Reina's task at the minute. We can probably do Kirara's though. So Kirara wants us to go to a particular location in her dungeon, which is called a Heartscape. So we go to this thing here, and we go to Kirara's Heartscape, and we see that the target is in the first layer of her Heartscape, which is the Festival Village. So we choose that, and we transport there. So Kirara said she sensed the dark presence in the Heartscape, didn't she? So at this point, if you have a side quest like this, you tend to have the option whether you want to take it on now, because that sometimes does things to the arrangement of the area, such as the enemies, and sometimes you have stealth missions. This is probably going to be a stealth mission. So let's go. Let's check it out. Is it just me, or are these demons different? Oh, look out! Inside went right through it. What do we do? Retreat for now. What was that? It went right through it. It felt like fighting a ghost. A ghost. Impossible. Kirara, is there something you're not telling me? I can't say anything for sure, but I may know a way to deal with them. How? Ignore the demons and worry about the source instead. Meaning? These demons are likely born from evil thoughts, which would mean that somewhere there is an aggregation of evil thoughts. If we can find and destroy it, the demons should disappear. You seem pretty knowledgeable about this. It's just your imagination. Whatever, let's just try to find a source. If we run into any ghosts along the way, we'll have no choice but to run away, as our attacks will have no effect. So yeah, this is going to be a stealth mission. So you see in the top right corner it says stealth mode on. What you can do to help yourself out in this situation is you can tap the circle button on PlayStation, or the A button on Switch, and you can see the range of vision of all the enemies. You can also see that range of vision on the map as well. If we tap L1, we can see where we need to get to. So we need to go to the north, around to the right, and then back to the southeast. So we need to sneak past these things up ahead first of all. So let's get round here first. Wait for this one to... There we go. Now there's a thing patrolling up here, so we need to be careful of this one. Alright. And round we go. Those glowing things are materials. So they're harvesting spots that respawn. There's also non-respawning harvesting spots in things like chests and urns and that sort of thing, so you need to spot those as well. Alright, so you sneak around here. Zip under here. You don't have to stay in stealth mode if you don't want to. So if you can see there's no enemies around, you can turn it off. The stealth mode on in the top right corner just means that you can't be caught by enemies. If you are caught by an enemy, you get sent back to the start and you have to do it again. Which is annoying, yes, but these generally don't go on for very long, so... And they're not super difficult. They just sort of mix the action up a bit. Right, here is our destination. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. Nice, we broke it. The ghosts actually disappeared. This means we can... Ow, behind you. Huh? Why are they still here? Run! Why are the ghosts still here? There must be another source nearby. We have to destroy all of them. Dang it. Alright, let's check the map again. So this time we need to head to the north and slightly to the west. Right, again, nothing lurking around here, so we don't need to turn stealth mode on for the minute. Or the stealth vision, I should say. In fact, you can see most of the enemies from last time around have actually disappeared. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get where we need to go. So there's that thing there is guarding those stairs. And I think he's probably one of the ones that isn't going to move. Alright, so we need to find another way around. Where are you going? Back and forth that way. Okay. Alright, so we need to lurk here until he goes past and then slip by. And there's another thing up here we need to get past. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Woo-oo. There's a thing following us. Can't see any other dudes. Ooh, how do we get past this fella? I guess we have to... Oh no! We've been found! Alright, do it again. Alright, so we can't go that way. Gotta go this way. Wait for him to go past. Sneak by. All the way up here. Nip past this thing. Wait for this thing to pass by completely. That's how we do it. Not what I was doing before. And we're done. I bet there's going to be another one somewhere. Rule of threes and all that. Alright, there goes another. The ghosts... They're still coming. Jeez, did they ever let up? Now what? Right, gotta head northwest, but there's a thing on the steps, so we're gonna have to go round. I think we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to do something clever with this guy. Hide down here. Wait for him to pass. And leg it. Watch out for this thing up here. Stay out of sight. Ooh, that's close. That's too close. Alright. Right, at least the thing here is gone though, so we can go straight up here. And just run! Right, let's observe carefully this time. Alright, so he covers that area at the top of the stairs pretty much completely. So I think what we need to do is nip into this little corner that it doesn't get covered by either of them. And sneak past. Alright, looking good. Oh, what about this one? I don't like it. You can't see me. Then hide down here. And wait for him to go past. And I think we're home free. Oh no, there's some things down here. Let's just be careful. Whoop. Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. There we go. Good work, Hal. The dark presence is gone now. Yay! Man, I'm beat. Thank goodness. It was just like in the book. What book? I read about this form of exorcism in a horror novel the other day. Huh? A heartscape is created from its host heart. That must be how the ghost got here. It makes sense that something I've read would have an effect on it. I see. And you knew how the novel ended, so you knew how to deal with them. Bingo. I still can't believe Ghost actually popped up in your heartscape. That book must have really scared you. It was more fun than scary. A true masterpiece. I think there's a sequel too. I can't wait to read it. Try not to summon any more ghosts to your heartscape though, okay? I shall be careful. You better. Alright, quest complete. Got full speech now. Don't worry if you don't know what they're talking about. You'll find out when you play.
この力は本当に大切なものだったんだ。神の声って便利だなとか軽く考えちゃってごめん。
別に青が謝ることではない。
力を失ってすごく不安なんだろうな。だから予言っぽいことも言っちゃうのかも。そうすることで自分で居続けようとしてる。だけど私は神様がいなくてもキララはキララだと思うんだけどな。
And there we go. After you have little exchanges like that with your friends, you sometimes get new crafting recipes. And then that sometimes leads to new requests, like we've got here. Okay, so there's a new quest from Kirara. Let's see if we can go and do that yet. Oh, also, you see it says talent learnable up there on the right. When you complete requests for your friends, you get talent points that you can spend on them. So we got some for Kirara there. So she's got 13 of them now. So we can use those points to acquire some various things. Now, Kirara doesn't participate in combat. She's a support character. So most of her abilities relate either to crafting or to providing passive boosts to the rest of the party. So you can see, for example, she can provide a knockdown boost to individual characters. She can help them resist ailments. And she can help them recover additional hit points when they get healed. So for now, I'm going to boost Reina's knockdown boost. Or give Reina a knockdown boost, I should say, since Reina is in my active party for the most part. And there we go. Let's just take a look at the map, see if anything is going on. You'll see on the map, if you look at the icons there, you can see that there's things happening in different places. The blue flag is the next main story objective. The book icon is to do with the side quest, and the ... speech bubble means that there's just someone there that you can go and chat with. There's also sometimes a pink date icon, which means you can go out with someone. And in fact, if we can do Kirara's request, that may well lead to at least one date situation. So let's see if we can do something about that. So a round hole, we need mossy tile and reinforced lumber. We have not acquired the recipe for reinforced lumber yet. But I think there are actually some places I can go and explore that I might need. So I'm just going to... So I've got some quick killer, I've got some magical axe. I need some powerful hammers and some sharp saws. And for that I need wooden planks. So I need 2 wooden planks. At least. Alright, let's make 2 of those. Let's try that. Okay. So let's make just one of each. No, that's not right. Let's make just one of each for now. What am I doing? One of these. Now, these obstacle removing items, it really doesn't matter who you get to construct them, because they don't have any variance in their capabilities. So you just make them. Okay, so there's a powerful hammer. Let's also get a sharp saw. Let's try putting Kirara in there, because she sometimes gives you a bonus item.
どの材これをどの材よーし
It's not every time, though, I don't think.
完成だ
And not this
何
time.
を作ろう
Alright, now. I need to remember where I could actually use that. So we'll just take a quick whistle-stop tour of some of the different heartscapes. I don't think it's that first one. I'm pretty sure there was something in this one, though. So if you look on the map, you can see that there's several blacked out areas. Now, blacked out areas are areas that you can't reach at the current time. Either because there's an obstacle there that is removed according to your progress in the story, or that you can get rid of with the items that we just made. Right. Let's beat up some stuff on the way as well. So this fight's probably going to go by too quickly to demonstrate too much about this, but basically what happens is, if you look down at the timeline on the bottom right, your characters move along to the right, and that is them charging their ether points. And the various marks along the gauge are thousands of ether. You need at least 1,000 ether to do something. And each time you perform a skill, you increase your ether recovery rate, so you actually accelerate as combat goes on. When you reach a certain point of acceleration, then you'll shift up a gear. And at different gears, you can stockpile more ether, so you can do more actions in a single turn, or you can do more powerful actions and that sort of thing. But like I say, this combat's probably going to go by much too quickly to demonstrate too much of that. So let's just kick some bottom. There we go. This is because this is a relatively early dungeon from in the game, and we are level 30 out of a possible 50. So we're going to flatten pretty much everything we meet here, so we don't really need to stealth up on anything. It's still worth killing them though, because enemies drop materials that you can't get via other means. I really like this combat system. You probably can't get a brilliant idea of how it works from these easy fights. But if we go into one of the later dungeons in a little while, where there's some slightly tougher fights, you should hopefully see how it works a little bit better. But the really cool thing about it is that everyone is sort of taking their turn simultaneously. And there's a really strong emphasis on building combos. Every hit in a combo multiplies the amount of damage you do. So as well as your speed accelerating, you're also sort of accelerating the amount of damage you can do with each strike as well. So yeah, it's a really, really interesting combat system. Right, let's climb up here. And nip over here, but I don't think... No, we got no means of getting across that little deep bit of water there. I mean, yes, she could hop across. Clearly she could hop across, but we can't do that just yet. There are some other areas that were blocked off to us, though, so let's go and have a look a little bit further down. How do we get there? Go across that little island in the middle. Alright, let's see what happens there. Smack down a few demons on the way. So there's quite a strong emphasis on picking the right attributes in combat for this. You're sort of attacking with the correct attribute does additional damage, and it makes it more likely that you can knock an enemy down. But then also certain abilities will do things like increase the likelihood that you will knock down an enemy anyway, so you need to look carefully at what skills you're using and how they'll complement each other and that sort of thing. So it's a really pleasingly quick and snappy system when you're in sort of simple situations like this, but when it comes to boss fights and tougher enemies, or the harder difficulty levels for that matter, then yeah, there's a lot of interesting mechanics in there. Yeah, the stealth vision thing. If you can smack someone in the back while you're in stealth vision mode, then you will not only get the initiative in combat, but you will also put them in a state where they're vulnerable to knockdown as well. So if you can start combat like that and immediately get some hits off, you can knock down an enemy right from the start, which can be really useful to do against some of the more annoying enemies. Again, not something we really need to worry about at the moment because we're killing everything in 1 or 2 hits, so... Right, I think we can deal with this big patch of vegetation because we need the quick killer for that. Magic. Right, so we can now sneak through here. We still can't get across there. Again, because it's just too deep and she can't hop over because, I don't know, she just can't. But we can see if there's anything down here. In fact, if you look on the map in the bottom right, you can see that there's a sort of sparkly thing there. That is a new recipe, so that might be something that we want. See that? There's the knockdown boost. And that sort of energy field you can see around the enemy. That means that they are vulnerable to being knocked down. So just a hit or two will normally knock them down. And that means that they're stunned for a few seconds. They also take additional damage. And there's, of course, skills that do additional damage to knock down enemies as well. So... But again, not something we really need to worry about too much at this level. Four hits to take you down? You are spicy. But you're still dead. So that's good. Alright, here's our recipe. Pepper spray. Not what I was hoping for, but I'm sure it will come in handy. Let's go have a look at one of the other areas, see if there's anything else we can unlock. Which way do we need to go? Back straight ahead and to the north. Oops. I'll take you all on. Think you get the initiative, do you? I think not. Okay, so we go down here. And then over here. And then around here. You can outrun these things. And onward to the next area. Right. Yeah, there's a whole area up to the north there, but you can't access. And if you can just see, there's a recipe in there. So let's see if we can't get up there. To the left. Leave me alone. I'm just looking for stuff. Fine. Right, so you see there that some of her moves the enemy is resistant to, so she needs to charge up her 1500 ether point skill to be able to do some decent damage. Right. Okay. So that's not that's something that will, if you get that message there, it means that the obstacle will be removed as not necessarily part of the story, but depending on your progress through the narrative, you'll go back there at some point and that part will be open. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's try this one. Alright, nothing there. It's probably quicker to just go out and teleport straight to the second layer. I'm pretty sure I've cleared this area out already on a previous excursion. Oh no. See, that's an example. That's something that happens depending on your progress through the narrative that has opened up. But I can't actually see any real benefit to that, because there's no recipes or anything on the map. Okay, let's leave that for now. Oh. You can always teleport straight back to the school from the map screen, which is really nice. You don't have to run all the way back to the start of the dungeon, which is lovely. Alright, let's check this last layer. Right, a few blocked off areas here. But the question is, can we access them? The enemies here start to get a little bit tougher, so we might need to fight these. Not that much tougher though. Nope. Still a 3-hitter though. Right, so there was something... hard to say how you get to some of those. Let's just check over here first. Oops. This is Kokoro shifting into third gear. So when you shift into third gear, they transform into their full reflector form. Which each gear gives them access to some new abilities. And when they're in their reflector form, they're at their most powerful. Right, can't do anything with that at the minute, so I guess that's going to appear as part of something else happening. So we'll go over here instead. Over the beautiful Rainbow Bridge where nothing horrible ever happens. Right. So... Oh, hello. Go on, Al, you transform. You'll be pleased to hear that the default setting for that animation is that it only plays once per exploration. But it still plays in boss fights as well. Because, you know, when you've got a boss fight going on, you want a bit of drama. You want a bit of drama, so you want some reflector transformations. Right, can we do anything with this? No. Well, this is going swimmingly, isn't it? No, go away, leave me alone. Right, where else can we go? All the way round and see if we can open up that area up in the northeast. Again, this looks like something that is too big for us to remove ourselves, but we'll try it. Alright, there we go. So what the powerful hammer's for. Smash! Alright, what have we got down here? We've got some dudes. Let's fight some dudes. Ooh, slightly tougher than normal dudes. Have we got a proper fight on our hands? I think we have, you know. Alright, so that guy on the left there, we've knocked him down, so that means we do more damage to him. And you see his gauge moves much slower as well. Raina there has reached 2 on the gauge, which means she can trigger 2 of her skills in succession. Ao and Kokoro are both at 3rd gear, so if we let them charge up to 3000 ether, then they'll be able to do 3 skills in a row. 1, 2, 3. Very nice for getting that combo up. And it's dead already. Empowering rice. Alright, so recipe we found there is a net. Still not what I wanted, but... well... oh, I'll tell you where we didn't look. We didn't look in the 3rd layer of this one. Yeah, some stuff there. Again, I don't know if we can get to that, but let's go have a look. Avoiding the evil teddy bears and Gundams. Now demonstrating her astonishing upper body strength. Right, this icon here means it's a cooperative action. It's just a thing where there's a cutscene where they help each other out and it's sweet and adorable. Where are we going? North. Let's cut through here. And then over here. Alright, nothing I can do with that for the moment. Can fight this thing though. There's 3 of them! Oh my god, my cat's clawing my chair. Is there no end to my woes today? It's alright, they're dead. My cat isn't, thankfully. She's now on the dinner table. She likes to claw my chair. Apparently gamer chairs make good scratching posts. Don't buy a gamer chair. Nope, go away. Right. Can't get through there now, so come back later. Alright, running out of places. Let's use that saw for something at some point. Not here. What about here? Maybe. Let's have a look. This is foresty. This stands to reason we'd use a saw somewhere around here. Smash! Sharp saw. Wonderful. Do it. That's not how you use a saw. Oh dear. No recipes down here. Go away. Well, that was disappointing. Alright, well, I guess we have to go all the way around and look at that other black area then. Which I bet we don't have enough stuff to break through. Or we can't break through as yet. But we'll see. Hopefully what you are getting from this is that the dungeons in this are quite interesting. There are lots to explore, plenty of enemies to fight, plenty of interactive elements. The dungeons and the combat, I think, are the 2 biggest improvements over the first Blue Reflection. That's because there's a much greater sense of exploration. I don't necessarily want to say it was a problem with the first Blue Reflection, because the sort of snappiness of dungeon exploring in that meant that the story kept going along at a good pace and you never got bogged down in sort of dungeon crawling or grinding or anything like that. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun to explore these hardscape dungeons in this one. Oh no! I need another sharp saw, and there's a recipe in there, and I bet that's the one we want. Oh, damn it. Oh, and I haven't got that stuff to make a wooden plank. Fortunately, I do know where to go and get that now. This won't take long, hopefully. Just need one little drop from a monster. What could possibly go wrong? He did not drop the thing. Alright. Next. I'm looking for warm sand, by the way. That's dropped by most enemies in this dungeon. Except these first two. Ooh, missed. Drop it! Nope. How about you? I cursed myself, didn't I? It's my own fault. It's my own fault. I was only joking. And then, of course, this happens. I just want the sand. I just want the sand. Just give me the sand. Just one little handful of sand. That's all I need. Nope, cabbage. Wonderful. And no, none of the harvest points in this area have the sand. You have to fight the enemies for it. You, fiery dog thing. You must have the sand. No. Berries and corn, berries and corn. I'm a little lad who likes berries and corn. Give me the stuff. Why is this happening to me? Maybe if I knock them down. Like Garland. No. Oh, it should not be this hard to get some sand. It really shouldn't. But you're going to be like that, are you? So. Sand! I think I only need one. I hope I only need one. Let's make some wood. Wood. One of them. Ah, we even got a freebie. See? All worth it. What did I need to make the saw? Oh no! I need an ether alloy as well. Please tell me I have the stuff for that. Yes, I do. Yes, you can skip the cutscene.
どれにしようかな。
Right. No.
どれにしようかな。今日はこれの。
So.
はいよー。どれをつあんたの材。よし、どれに一丁やりますか。できた。何を作ろう。
Marvellous. Right. Let's go see what that recipe is. And regardless, we've been going nearly an hour now, so we'll make this the last thing we do today. But hopefully, you've got a bit of an overview of what the kind of moment-to-moment gameplay in this is like. So as I've made an effort to specifically not spoil any story stuff today. So that you would have got a few hints from Kirara's conversation earlier on, but nothing major. Right, all the way round, basically. But nothing to do with the overall main plot. Because there is very much a main plot, and then everyone has their own sort of individual little stories to uncover as well. And both are important. As the main plot is sort of the explanation of why all this is happening. But then everyone's personal stories helps you to understand them a bit better. Which is nice. Because this is, and always has been, a series about understanding one another. Run, 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 run. Leave me be, I just want to chop this fence down. Do it! Smash! Alright, be something good. No, it's a handmade rice ball. Not what I need at all, but, well, there's a well. We'll just take that one back with us. Anyway, like I said, we've been going for nearly an hour now, so let's leave that there for now. I will continue attempting to make the well on my own time. But as I say, hopefully that's given you an idea of how gameplay goes in this. You've done a bit of combat, we've done a bit of crafting, a bit of exploration, a bit of interacting with people. Yeah, great game. Love this game. Absolutely, definitely one of the best games I have played this year. And some other people out there seem to agree as well, which is really nice. I mean, obviously everyone's going to have their own opinions on what the best games of the year are. But for me, this is going to take some beating in the next month or so as we come into December. But yes, highly recommended. This is Blue Reflection Second Light on PlayStation 4, also available on Switch and on PC as well. So it just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.